I will rename these two sheets as Dating Pool and Profile Info. Now, just like any app, I need to assign each user an ID number. So on the Profile Info sheet, I will add a column, and I'll name this column Assigned ID. Then I'll give each row an ID number. Now, when people sign up, they'll automatically have an ID number assigned to their profile. You may have noticed that I've typed each user's ID number on their profile card too. This is because when I insert the picture into the dating pool, I need to write the ID number as the text for the question in the dating pool form. This way, it'll show up as a column header in the Google Sheet. Now when I view the sheet, I can see all the people who are attracted to the person with this ID number. Next, I need to translate all these emails to ID numbers. I make an ID column here. Then I can manually enter the ID after I take this email address and find it on the profile info sheet. So I look for the email address harrisj@gmail.com on the profile info sheet. I see the assigned ID number is 4. So I go back to the dating pool sheet, insert the number 4 on the column ID, and that's how you do it. Okay, let me pause this and populate the ID numbers. Alright, so I finished that. Now, we can see here that number 4 says yes to 22, but he said no to 18, he likes 13, and so on. Since it's a dating app, the idea is that I want to find a match. So when I find a girl he says yes to, I want to see if she likes him back. He said yes to number 22, so now I go here and look for 22's responses. Then I look for his ID number in the column headings, and I see that she said yes. So it's a match. Now, I do this with all of the users, but I need an organized way to keep the results. So I open up a new sheet and I call it results. Then I make another column heading and name it matches. And this is just for people who have mutual interest. And then I'll write the numbers 4 and 22. After I go through all of the responses, the results will look something like this. Now I need to translate these numbers into names. So I look up the ID on the profile info sheet and then copy the first and last name attached to it. Now, something I didn't mention before this is that I've had each user join a Facebook group. It's on the group's wall that they found a link to start the new member sign-up form. So everybody who signed up is also a member of the group. And this is for messaging purposes. Because once I have the results of who likes who, I can take these names and open up a group chat on Facebook. I then write a message saying that they matched, and then I leave the conversation and they can continue chatting in private. So there you have it. That's the MVP for a simple dating app. Now this can all be done manually. With a small number of users, no code's really necessary. But to save time and to minimize human error, for $80 I hired a coder to make some of the more tedious parts automated. So what I do is I just take these sheets, I export it into an Excel sheet, and then I press one button to run the code that he's made for me, and instantly the program automatically puts the correct IDs in the columns for the dating pool. It searches for mutual interest, it writes it down on the results page, it translates the numbers into names, and it even forms a templated message so I can just copy and paste that into the Facebook group chat. So if you were Tinder, this would be your fully functioning MVP. It does everything a $100,000 app does. It collects profile info, allows photo upload, it allows users to scroll through singles, it automatically checks for matches, and it lets singles chat. While it may be more bulky, the learning experience is phenomenal, and it costs next to nothing.